engineer giza dingwale on point kama suti za burale highlight shida zingwata
Bona. Yes ba? Yes ba? OG man, OG, welcome to the show, my G. It's not your first time on the show, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I'm here now, today, after a very, very long time, but we're here now.
It's been years.
Yeah.
15 years in the game, by the way. Karibu sana, man. Karibu with all the entertainment you've been giving us, with all the lyrics going on, off, back at home, on camera. You've been doing your thing, and we respect you for that.
So before we even go into the interview, Kali, I've always had this question for you. There is Khaligraph Jones, the artist, and then there is Omolo, the person. And there's always a distinction when it comes to the persona. Is it a brand thing? Nieleze kidogo.
Akuna OGs, OG and OG is the same person everywhere and everywhere you go. Akuna ati OG was stage and Omolo is Omolo, OG is OG. Yeah, what you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get. So OG, just let me take you a little bit back, kidogo. You brought in, of course, a very amazing thing in the country, a buzz. Artists all gomelala kidogo pia Kenya wakachangamka juu story. They brought in the game. You talked about Tanzania hip hop. That of course wamelalisha kidogo. They're not doing what they're supposed to do like before, growing up. And now this takes me to the bongo favor. It's not actually flavor. You call it a favor. You're giving them a favor. You're doing them a favor. I want to know what really took you to think about the Tanzanian hip hop music.
First, did I say thank you guys? Did I thank you guys for having me here today?
Yeah, I think this is the third time. I think.
Yeah, thank you very much. Atalona for the interview. I usually have my shades on. I don't even have my shades on today. You're that special. Okay.
Thank you. I hope I'm flattered. Thank you so much.
Anyway, I've been on top of my game for a minute, and the reason as to why I did what I did, I felt like it was only right that I shake up the game, because I'm on top of the food chain, no doubt about that. It's non-debatable. Now, with the kind of influence that I have, I felt like I should do the guys a favor. That's why we call it bongo favor. But haikuwa na any ill intentions. It is just what we usually do in this sport of ours, which is rapping. So it was just a matter of shaking up the industry, and so that we can have people, bring their best foot forward, and I guess that is what we saw. Yeah.
Amazing, man. And it really worked, by the way. It really worked. Now, in that song of Bongo Flavor, there's something, I had to write it down, the lyrics. There's a part you say, Hakuna L bila O, double L bila O, mwingine aniwezi penka omolo shupavu. I don't know if I got it right.
Almost.
Yeah. But it's something like, every just say it.
Hakuna L bila O, double L bila O, mwingine aneza benka omolo shupavu.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah.
So I got comments coming through from Tanzania. Wakasema ojini mwizi aliba lyrics. There's a song called Afande Sele.
Afande Sele, yes.
Yeah, you know
Solo thing. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. He says hakuna
S bila O, L bila O, mwingine aneza benka solo shupavu, awajibike kama polo. Unajua, I was paying homage, and I think I did that a couple of times on the song where I was using OG's lyrics, like Unawalema OGs, the vets in their industry, as a sign of just showing respect. So I knew exactly what I was doing. I wasn't stealing anything. Why would I want to steal something and I can make my own stuff? Unaona? So it was just a sign of paying homage, kama kawa. Na lakini pia kama waliona ilibiwa pia ni sawa tu yani.
Kwenda.
All right, so OG, let's talk about one of the biggest things that happened to the entertainment industry in 2023, and that is Coke Studio is back, and you and Nikita Kering are the ones who are representing Kenya. But there kuna content kadhaa tumepiga hapo ya Coke Studio. So I just want to ask you, yeah? So of course there were a bit of conversations that popped up from the whole why was Khaligraph taken and Nikita Kering, and why was I not taken? So I just want you to give a statement to why you think you were taken, or give us factual information to why you were chosen to represent Kenya in Coke Studio.
Like I said, I've been in the industry for a minute. My moves are professional. I've paid my dues, unajua. And kila mtu ako na time yake. Hata mimi kuna wakati nilikuwa naulizia ndaiwe kwa Coke Studio siku gani, unaona?
True.
So I learned that we shouldn't be bitter when we see other people wakipata opportunities, unajua, because your time is going to come. And honestly speaking, at this point, kwa nyinyi mnaona kina nani wangechukuliwa kama si mimi na Nikita? Si ile ukweli tu. Yeah.
That's a good answer.
I love it. So also, if there's one thing I have noticed from your brand growing all through is you've always managed to maintain a clean brand. So many artists are coming up and a lot of things are happening in the entertainment industry because game enyewe, it's never fair, right? So much happens, and there's a young upcoming artist who's watching you back at home, and he wants to know, how can I maintain a clean image like the way OG has this whole time?
I don't have the blueprint, because even I've made mistakes. I don't want to lie to you that I have it all figured out. But every day we strive for, to become the better versions of ourselves and honor. So I stay focused. For me, I try to ensure that it is my talent that sells me and not the extras or controversy, whatever. Ni talent yangu inaniuza. So if you know what you want to achieve with it, then definitely you can be able to maintain a very, very, clean brand, as they say. But for me, in my opinion, I believe that's what it takes, yeah.
All right. So Joe asked something about the Kenya versus Tanzanian war. And there's a challenge that you ran a while back, and you ended up collaborating with a few artists. So with the Kenya and Tanzanian war, a lot of upcoming artists who are rappers have come out, have done amazing things. They have amazing lyrics and gone all out, all in the name of supporting the OG. So are there a few talents that you have spotted and you probably are looking forward to working with?
I have already initiated conversations with some of the guys, but this is the information that I want to keep confidential kidogo until probably materializes to something. But yeah, of course, these are strategies that I use to unajua inaniweka in a position kuweza scout talent. And of course, you guys know I do this thing called Khaligraph. So we use these kind of platforms to scout talent, and then hopefully, if everything goes well, we put them in Khaligraph and we do what we do.
Kabisa.
Nice. Now, just back to Coke Studio kidogo. You entered Coke Studio as Cypher. We're going to find a Cypher, right? With Kina MI. Chafua, MI was even shocked at that time. You ended up working with Rude Boy, and now it's Nikita. You've also worked with other artists still in the Coke Studio. But I want to know the experience, because people always get to imagine working with young age, like you're an icon, you're a legend already. They don't want to take advice to the young ones, like they don't want to listen to what the young ones' ideas they have. For you working with her, how was the experience working with Nikita during the X remix?
Of course, you can never underestimate Nikita Kering's talent. And she brought everything to the table. Mimi, I was just adding on to what was there already, because X was already a huge track, unaona. So, having the opportunity to be in the same space with Nikita and working on the song together, even me, na hii experience yangu niko nayo, nililearn a lot of things, unajua. Now, I would say it's probably, but it's top 3.
That's what I mean.
Top 3 best experiences I've ever had with Coke Studio, because Nikita Kering is on another level, man. Like, best believe, yeah.
So it has helped you career-wise, let's say that, Coke Studio, bringing your game up, and like as an artist now, as now Khaligraph Jones,
Tumesaidiana.
It's a win-win, right?
I never saw that coming. All right, so on to current matters. So the VMAs happened on Tuesday, right? And they were celebrating the 50 years of hip-hop, right? And so many artists were given awards for being best in hip-hop, one of them being Nicki and so many others. So are there any international acts, let's say from America, Europe, kuendelea, wenye ungependa kufanya kazi nao?
Kuna wale nimeshafanya kazi nao. Hata nyinyi mnajua.
Of course.
I think ungeanza kwanza kumention you worked with who? I had
You worked with in Africa Sarkodie.
Sarkodie is also on that level. We worked with Dax to put out one of the hardest hip-hop records to ever come out of Africa, unaona. But of course, those are things that are within our plans, and sometimes you want to move at our own pace. Of course, sometimes you can understand the external pressure from the fans, because fans wanataka ukue huku, na sometimes capacity yako bado is kuwa huku, inataka unaenda ukigrow pole pole. But I'm very optimistic. Like I said, some of this information, I just want to keep it low-key until you as a kukua molded to the point where I can present it to the people. But best believe, I guarantee you that you guys know me, man. You've seen me out there. You know me. See Georgia. See Georgia. Yeah.
So kuna kitu umesema nye imeni bring back to a song you did. You said pressure. Watu wanakupatia pressure. And you recently released a song called Minimal Pressure. And you called out a few people, or I think you gave your sentiments on a few matters. So, ngoma kama Minimal Pressure, and you have many of those kind of songs where you just say what you feel like saying. Tell us a bit about that song, and nini likufikisha kwa studio, because we need to understand the writing process as a lyricist, how you got there, and the ideas that made you built up into that song.
Minimal Pressure was as a result of, before Minimal Pressure nilikuwa nimeka kama 6 months sikuwa nimetoa ngoma, the longest I've ever stayed since the beginning of my career without releasing a song. So Minimal Pressure inspiration came from the current activities, the events that were happening. And if you listen to the song, you can be able to grasp the knowledge that I was using on the song, because I was trying to address matters and issues of which I think I did successfully. But nilikuwa na feel tu nimejieka kwa position ya raia wa kawaida, na nilikuwa najaribu ku do my thing, unaona. Lakini pia at the same time, as much as I'm addressing issues, I'm having fun with it, because I'm pretty good. Yeah. Exactly.
Right. So normally we'll tell artists to give their social handles and whatnot, but he is the OG, guys. I mean, you know where you can find him. I still have one
more question. You want to cap the
Okay.
It's 3, like you said, you've been in Coke Studio 3 times. Of course, you started as in the Cypher. You did, of course, the second one you did with other artists also, some collaboration. And now you're here again on the third one. What's the difference now that people should expect from the OG? Because we've seen all the steps have been there on Coke Studio. Right now, what's the difference now you're bringing for the people?
I did my first Coke Studio in I think 2016. I was 26 years old back then. Now 2023, I'm 33 years old. Unaona, so kuna growth. Kuna growth kwa thinking, kimziki. And even if you listen to how the lyrics were actually composed on the song, you would notice that kumekuwa na growth. So the OG is still the same, only that this time round I'm grow. Unajua I'm grow, because I can't be the same person, of course, but nime grow, message ime mature, na nini ingine, na OG tu ni OG.
Umeshafika third floor sasa, unajua ilikuwa ka second floor, third floor. Amazing. Blue Ink, unasign ma artist bro? Blue Ink, man, let's talk about Blue Ink, by the way.
Mimi nasaidianga wasanii. Wasanii wengi sana, wengi.
You've signed?
I don't, I wouldn't say at his sign per se, but I try to help where I can. Sidhani, na nasemanga hivi, sidhani kuna msanii yako hapo juu ameleta wasanii wengi juu kunishinda. Na hata wengine bado hatujawahi sema, lakini
it's out there, like
hiyo ni testimony yao. Ile siku watafeel wanataka kusema, then they'll definitely come out here and say that it is Khaligraph who put them on, but I try to do that. I don't believe I need to sign someone ndio ati ninaweza tu kumsaidia in very many ways, and that is exactly what we do.
All right, so there's a shout out from Anasema. It's Kevo Styles. Thank you straight up for bringing OG favorite show today. Tafadhali OG. For the guys who are watching back at home, tupatie a parting shot. Just give, let's say, a few remarks to encourage the ones, and also a big shout out to Kevo Styles. It's his favorite show today.
Yeah, manze. Kwanza hata mekoe kabla nifanye interview ya TV hivi unajua yani. But mbogi ya Kayole kwanza cha tu hata Kevo Styles tutamfikia, lakini wacha kwanza tuanze na Home. Kayole 1960s Lando, unajua tuko na mbogi hapa. Ndio hiyo manze, representing kama kawa OGs, OG Kevo Styles na kucheki my G. God bless you, keep on doing what you're doing. Na mbogi yote na support Omolo, pia Mungu azidi kuwabariki. You guys are Claudia, right?
Yes.
And you have a very jina yako ni ya superstar. Kuna venye unaisema, hebu jiseme.
Joe the best.
Joe the best, right?
Yes, yeah.
There you go, man.
So lazima to follow footsteps. You know.
You're holding it down straight up, man. Say, Joe, you know what it is. Respect, man.
All right. So I just want, because I know kuna feedback inakuja and it's all about OG. So OG, I'm just coming to you kidogo. Usome tu hii feedback hapa na hapa hizi zako. I think the last 3.
Please ask if there is any collaboration with Diamond. We've actually done 2 songs. I don't even it's up to them if they want to release those songs, but we've already done that. Kuna Davey from Machakos Town. Big shout out to the OG, best rapper in Africa. OG must be respected. Thank you so much. Sindio. Kuna Kido fan wa Papa Jones. Hebu muulize kolabo yake na Afrika kama sile. Kolabo yake na mtu mwingine nje ya Afrika kama sile ya Dax. Yeah, I got some of those, just like I said on the interview. Zinakuja, be patient. OG is OG and he will be respected.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Iko sawa?
Je, nishikio microphone hivyo kwanza inakapoa hivyo. Alafu mwingine anasema OG is the best rapper in Africa, respect. You know what it is. There you go.
All right, so right about now, OG, I know you'll not be performing, but I just want you to dance with the crew because we have vibes on this show. We like having fun, tunajiachilia kidogo. So we want you to dance with the crew. Umeambiwa champes, DJ.